State so prized a possession is the old oaken bucket that I heard of a coach who won it for the first time and slept with it that night. From Bloomington to West Lafayette, the fans look to have their say in this in-state showdown. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the 13th-ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Davidson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. So Indiana's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Hoosiers had no problem as they ran away from the Boilermakers the last time they met.
And that was a game Purdue fans want to forget. They made way too many mental errors in that one. It really was Purdue.
Yeah, and I guess Purdue needs to produce today if Purdue wants to do something special.
Rumbles ahead for 6 and all the way out to the 16.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is a...
Oh, he's got some space. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense will take the field for the first time. They'll give it to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. This rivalry dates back to 1891, and you want to know how important the old Oaken bucket is? When Lee Corso won it for the first time, he slept with the bucket.
There are NFL players that don't sleep with the Lombardi trophy. So that just shows you how important this trophy is to these two teams.
Well, it shows you how awesome Lee Corso is, too. Because he's also the guy that, when he had a lead at Ohio State, called a timeout, brought all of his players on the field, and took a picture in front of it saying Indiana was beating Ohio State.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye week sometimes can take away your rhythm. And that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Kick is in the air. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Motion from the back. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside. And David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
They'll try to get outside. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football, it looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the toss. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The old Oaken Bucket dates all the way back to 1925, but the rivalry itself goes back even further. 1891. Alumni associations from both sides decided what's the perfect, most suitable trophy? Well, of course, an Oaken Bucket.
Yeah, of course, a bucket. A bucket's the perfect reason and the perfect thing to fight for. What are you going to win today? I'm going to win.
There he goes! Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think one of the hardest places to move the football on the field is right outside that fringe area. Now the offense gets to skip that area because it was a great job by this running back making something happen, getting the ball all the way down the field, now set up on 1st and goal.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, it's a really nice job by the defense there, anticipating that they might see jet sweep here down close to the goal line. Good play.
Motion from the wideout. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. To the air. It's Gray. Catch in the middle. It's Watson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. We reach the end of the period. It's Indiana on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. The play action fake. Here's a hit. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, you got to love that if you're on defense, because you were able to affect the quarterback with pressure, and you only rushed 3 guys. Well done.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Running back searching for a hole. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. So you get stuffed on first down. You had an idea of what you wanted to do on second, but I'm guessing it's back to the drawing board now.
Yeah, you got to figure out who you are and what you are. What's your next best play? Or what is the defense going to do? If they've been aggressive, okay, well, if they've been aggressive, I'm going to throw that deep ball. If they've been sitting back, I might sneak a draw in.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Toss sweep to the left. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Finds a little space. Oh, my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Hoosiers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They try to get it outside on the left. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
The Hoosiers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. The offense changing the play. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with this decision making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of the defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
To the air, it's Gray. Makes the catch. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They've been overwhelmed so far in this first half, but if they could muster a score, maybe a glimmer of hope.
Yeah, and I know it's been a struggle. They've been struggling this whole game, but let's get something positive going into half.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Boilermakers can really attack on this second and short. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
That gives him 100 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 35, he's open. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up. We've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
Back to throw, it's Vance. Caught over the middle, it's Bond. And into the end zone. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. The pitch to the left. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Indiana!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll come out and take a knee, and that should send us to halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, the old Oaken bucket is on the line, and already the Hoosiers and Boilermakers have given us some impressive moments.
And the Hoosiers will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for block. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Takes the easy throw in the flat. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. Oh, what a move to get open. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Rushes on him. Gets it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
The give on the option. Plows through the defense. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. The lone back's got it. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on 3rd down? Trying to beat him to the left. Got the 1st down and more. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Off play action on 1st down. That's caught. It's Walton. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Hoosiers lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Motion from the back. They'll try the outside to the left. Oh, better look out. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the roar of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Slithers into space. He steps out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll try to finish it with a score from there.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hoosiers! The Hoosiers are taking control of this game against the Boilers.
IU speeding away now. You can feel the momentum shifting towards Indiana's sideline. Purdue's got to do something now to get some of that back.
Oh, they can feel the bucket in their hands already. The rivalry game, they've done a great job handling their emotion, taking the lead. Now they just got to finish.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Back to pass, it's Gray. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. Clock strikes 0 here in the quarter, and Indiana is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room we can talk about that didn't go wrong.
unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing, this is a tough spot for this offense.
And the ball will be down just outside the 30-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up.
There he goes. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Got a little space. Still running at the 35. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
The Hoosiers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Touch pass on the run. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They are really clicking along, first and goal on just the fourth play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Indiana! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll run play action. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Crosses the 30. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Let's go! The give as they work on that clock. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Motion from the wide receiver. The run to the left. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down.
Well, the defense finally gets a stop there, but a big reason why they've got the lead right now is because of this dude toting the rock. And, David, it just seems like he's been getting better as the game's gone on.
Yeah, and the defense all night, no answers. I mean, he's shown you a little bit of everything, whether it's inside, whether it's outside, whether it's outrunning people or breaking tackles. This guy's been a game wrecker.
And the Hoosiers will try to pick it up on fourth down. Might be calling a hot route. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much, I think the running game is used sporadically, not as a...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he made the extra point without problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Davidson. That is not what he had in mind on that return as he goes out of bounds and leaves the offense with terrible field position at the 8. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. He might want another play. Trying to turn the corner on the left. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Toss sweep right. Creates a little space. Can't get him to the ground. Across the 20 and out of bounds at the 21-yard line, and just like that, they're out of trouble.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. He has the first and still on his feet. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
On the run, it's Ball. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Still on his feet at the 45. They're able to make the stop, but this offense running plays and racking up yards all the way to the end as they get the W. This time around, the old Oaken Bucket will spend the year in Bloomington as Indiana beats Purdue. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.